Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Quest for Glory 4. I know. It's been a month since we last played the game together. Holy crap. And since it's been so long, we should take a look at our stats, our spells, and see what it is we're doing and how we're going to be getting done with the game now. Holy crap. Can't believe it's been so long since I played the game. It feels like it's been at least a month. Might have been at least 3 weeks. Today is December 26th, 2017, just as a heads up. So here's Galvin. Here's what his stats look like. God, I hope that's legible on the screen. We're looking pretty good. Most of our main stats are exactly where I want them to be or a little lower, but I'm content with that. Weapon use and parry will be a little low going into the 5th game, but, well, it's good enough for a mage. It's not easy to improve them in this 4th game anyway. Our first spell selections, one more time, because, again, everyone, it's been a while. Looks like I was working on open. But I think I'm done actually practicing our spells, because I think quite a few of them will get a boost upon entering the 5th game. So we're basically going to work towards beating the game now, I think. We might spend 1 or 2 more in-game days practicing stuff, but by far and large, I think we're ready to go. Ready to see this completed. So I'm just showing you all the numbers. Most of them are at 325 or higher, which is perfect. Don't care about glide. Not really going to be working on anything else. Maybe open a tiny bit, but that would be about it. Where we left off, what did we do? We met Katrina outside of the castle gates, but she was hesitant to make us or have us do anything for her. Probably because she's in love with Galvin. So she didn't want us to risk our lives for something. Very noble of her. However, we then spent the rest of the evening going into the castle through the secret tunnels underneath the tomb. And, well, we kind of stole her child away. Wasn't her child. She stole Tarna from Bella and Yuri. We brought her and her vampire, because she was a vampire, back here to town, where we learned the ritual release spell from the fairies, which would allow the staff of Irana to perform its destiny spell. The guardian of Tarna, I forget Toby. Toby sacrificed his life so that Tarna could become alive again, reversing her undeadness, as it were. What a noble sacrifice. We now find ourselves back in town. Let's go downstairs and talk to Yuri and Bella.
I must thank you for saving our Tanya. You have brought joy again into our lives. We are in your debt.
It's no problem, Yuri. You're not in my debt at all. I did what anyone would have done. But it's not me so much who has done it. It was Toby who sacrificed his life for her. We just brought her here. Hello, Yuri. Tell about Toby's sacrifice. So we'll remind him about what Toby has given up. Indeed, I was saying that on the way down the stairs. He was the one who gave up everything for her.
You tell again how Toby sacrificed himself for Tanya.
He may have looked like a monster, but he obviously had a heart and mind of great kindness.
You are aware as well, Yuri, that there are vampires at the castle, and that Tanya was one of the undead. Be sure to protect her.
Remind the innkeeper that the vampires are still in the castle, and there may be other attempts at getting Tanya.
We understand, and we will make certain no vampire can come near her again.
Well, Yuri, how is Tanya doing? We'll pretend that we slept in a little bit, so she's been running around maybe for a tiny bit here in the end. We could also pretend that it's been a few days. Like, it hasn't, but we can probably pretend that. I mean, it's been a month since last recorded. How is Tanya doing?
Oh, she is her joyful self again. The sound of a child's voice is the sweetest of music. We will do our best to show our love and never let her be afraid of the dark again.
I don't think Yuri really understands that Tanya isn't afraid of the dark any longer after what happened to her. And how are you doing, Yuri?
I have always found it difficult to express emotion. Mordavian men are not supposed to show such things. Yet I cried freely when you brought Tanya back to us. I cannot remember ever being so happy.
Aw, it's fine, Yuri. You're overcome with emotion. You thought you lost your child forever and that she was dead. I'm glad to see that, well, and technically she was. I'm glad to see she's back. And hopefully things will get back to normal for you two. Can you give me any tips about vampires, by the way, Yuri?
I do not know what to make of Tanya's stories about vampires. It is hard to imagine my lovely daughter as an undead. Gladly, though, I would go to the castle and drive a stake through the heart of the one who stole our daughter from us.
Anger and emotion won't unfortunately give you the raw power you need to defeat Katrina and Atavis. Yuri, you should stay here. Let me take care of such things. And Tanya, how are you? Aw, she's adorable. Hey, how are you doing, Tanya? Good morning.
I'm happy to be home again. Everyone in town has come to see me and talk to me, and it's fun to be important. I like it.
Indeed it is. Aw, that is wonderful. Don't forget about, well, I hate to remind her about this, as you don't want to use guilt as a weapon. It's a terrible thing. But we're going to ask her about all the things here anyway. Don't forget about what Toby sacrificed for you, Tanya. And remember that he really cared about you.
Toby was my best friend in all the world. And I miss him. I wish he could come and live with us here.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, Tanya. Could you tell me anything more about Katrina?
I like Trina. She was kind to me and gave me lots of nice things. She even taught me to read and write. But I'll never go back to her. I want to stay with my mommy and daddy.
As you should. It's a shame that she can't... Katrina's a vampire, and that, in this game, vampires don't seem necessarily like they're evil. Like, we've seen Katrina do... I guess it's just it's just a disease. However, Katrina, it makes her stronger as well, and she seems to like power. But she hasn't attacked us, and she didn't just make Tanya into a slave or mindless undead. She actually cared for her in her own way. It's a shame, but, she did steal Tanya away from Belly and Yura, so it's not like you can kind of have Tanya go there to continue her education, as it were, unfortunately. I'm trying to think of a way in which everyone could be happy in this situation, but it can't be because of how the whole situation started. You remember the man with the funny hat? Can you tell me more about him? His name is Atavis, just as a heads up.
I didn't like him. He didn't like me. He didn't like Katrina either. They were always having fights, but he had to do what she told him to do, and that made him very mad.
Well, and here, Tanya, have some candy. I plucked some of this out of the chest that was upstairs. I don't think it has any further use, so...
Well, my mommy told me never to take anything from strangers ever again. But you aren't a stranger, are you?
Tanya, mind your manners.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Tanya. All right, let's get some breakfast and talk to Bella. Then we have to figure out what we're doing today. I didn't give it much thought, honestly.
It's sausage and peppers fried with garlic.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I don't know how we can ever thank you enough. It's such a joy to have my little Tanya home again.
Oh, I'm so glad to help you, Bella. All right, let's ask about Bella.
I knew Tanya was alive somewhere. I never lost hope that she would return.
Bella, you heard his story. Tanya was dead, an undead, a Nosferatu.
She is fine right now, isn't she? As long as she's alive and well, what does it matter?
I guess that's kind of true. There's no sense panicking about what happened in the past. It's what now that matters the most. Just don't let it happen again in the future, you two. Don't be overly protective of her. She's a very smart girl. And speaking of very smart girls, how is Tanya doing?
Oh, my Tanya is her cheerful, loving self again. I could never thank you enough for the kindness you have shown us all.
Anything about ask about vampires on the off chance Bella knows anything about them.
I don't understand with all this talk about vampires and Tanya. She has returned healthy and happy, and this is what's important. Of course, I will never forgive the woman who stole my baby from me. Still, I think I can understand her a little bit. I, too, have always wanted a child such as Tanya. I am only overjoyed to have my Tanya back.
Okay, you two. Have a good day, and I'll see you later.
You hear a chorus of responses, some coming from the kitchen. Goodbye, and thank you.
Aw, that's awesome. Alright, so I guess we'll talk to the Burgomeister very quickly. And then maybe to the fairies? If they're out during daylight hours.
You have brought real joy to Mordavia by bringing Tanya back. When she was stolen, it was as if all the laughter here had been taken as well. You gave us back our happiness. One thing you can say about Mordavia is that it is never dull. Be careful out there.
You guys be careful in here as well. It's likely to get more dangerous, especially with the staff gone now from the center of town. Good morning, Dimitri.
Good to see you.
I don't think he actually has anything new to say, but we'll see really quick. He does not. Okay.
Take care.
Oh, right. We also have the leashy. The final leashy thing to do. He's waiting for us to give us a present or something of the sort. Oh, yeah. Yep, the staff is gone.
With Irana's staff gone, the boulder is now just another large rock formation, although flowers still grow on it. For now.
The spell will begin to recede as well, the protection on the town. So, however we're going to deal with Katrina, we need to be dealing with it soon. Or with her soon, not it. Okay, so let's head over to the leashy first, and then we'll head down and visit the fairies. And then I don't know what else to do. I guess we could spend this day practicing spells, even though I said I wasn't going to go crazy with it, but we can do so. Spend the night in the garden, and then tomorrow night we spend the night here at the town. Oh, actually, we will want to visit the townsfolk, right? But I also want to spend one night at the fountain. Sorry, the Irana's garden, because we will get new dreams there now. At least, I think it's a repeating one from now on, but we haven't seen it on screen, so I want to do that.
You cast the protection spell.
Oh man, it's actually been a while since I played the game. Like, that's right, I've done a battle, so I hope I'm not as rusty as I think I'm going to be. Hello, Haunting Hawk. How are you? So, what's up? Today's December 26th. Outside, it is about 23 degrees, and the wind is blowing 25 miles per hour. I try to go out hiking, but it is simply too cold. I don't have a face mask. And the weather the next 2 weeks is supposed to get colder every day. Tomorrow's not going to get higher than, like, 18 degrees. Hello?
It doesn't budge.
Hello?
You say hello, but there's only silence in return.
Oh, God!
Gotcha!
Leashy, riddle's done. Thank you much for all the fun.
Ambushed. Literally. Oh, Leashy, you crazy forest sprite. That's it. The Leashy stuff is done. We've done everything we needed to do to get to the end of the game. If we go over here in the future, there is no more Leashy. He is basically moved on. He's helped us all that he can help us with. Uh-oh. Oh god, Necrotar. Alright, let's do it. I really wish you could just cast a spell on occasion, Galvin, instead of just letting him smack you in the face. Alright, at least you survived. Thank goodness. Let's cast another zap.
Your weapon is now magically charged.
I don't think the gypsies have anything new for us either. So for Galvin, yeah, the only thing we have left to do now, I guess, is bring the staff. Oh, I guess was I practicing this? I don't think I was. So, in case you guys have forgotten, by the way, I kind of forgot you what I was talking about. I don't think I practiced our magic staff at all at the moment, and I don't think I'm going to either in this game because I don't think it matters for the fifth one. So the magic staff, when you have it in your hand, makes casting any other spell free. It costs you absolutely nothing to cast the spells. Let's actually practice with Frostbite. See? No magic is consumed whatsoever. Cast as much as you want. However, it also doesn't improve the spell whatsoever. I guess that's because you're casting the spell through the staff. I do not know if improving the magic staff spell does anything to the spells that you're casting. I simply have no idea. In the last game, it didn't look like it did anything. So, I just wasted my time improving the magic staff. And you also
Your protection spell has worn off.
I think I improved my magic staff to like 200 something last game. And it's back to 200 here. So, it must be that this is a different staff than the one we used to have. I mean, it is. But I guess our summon spell doesn't... How good we used to be at casting our summon staff for the previous staff we owned.
You cast the protection spell.
Doesn't matter whatsoever for this one. Okay, so it is still early. I guess we'll visit Irana's garden anyway. Maybe the fairies are here now. They might not be, though. Oh, they're not. Okay, so we'll have to come here tonight, then. While we're here, we might as well grab a fruit.
Your magical lasso floats towards the tree and plucks a single ripe fruit from its branches.
Do we have any empty bottles? No, we have Grugu on us still. 4 of it. Wow. How are we looking on healing potions? 10 of them. 8. Yeah, we're ready to beat the game. Now, the only thing that Galvin knows to do at the moment is just bring the staff back to the fairies. So they're likely to unlock any other potential that the staff has. Maybe that will let us somehow combat the Dark One? We're kind of at a conversation topic, so we're relying on the fairies to tell us what's up. We could also revisit the castle later and see if there's anything new happening there. Do I really want to practice spells? My combat spells are all fine. I think we're just going to pass by some time.
After some rest, you feel better.
Arguably, I should practice something. How many fruits do we have? 12 fruits. Yeah, we should practice some spells. All right, I'll do this off screen. I'll be right back, everybody. Okay, everyone. I practiced our magic staff spell a tiny bit, getting it to 225. I just don't have it in me to cast the spells over and over and over and over and over again at the moment. No. One of the reasons I took a month-long break is because I just didn't want to do it, and I still don't want to do it. It's nighttime now, so we're going to go down and visit the fairies. Oh, God! Shinobi Wizard. This seems like a good battle to do before we fight the fairies.
You cast the reversal spell. You cast the protection spell. You cast the aura spell.
Let's do this. Ah, good for you. You know, it just occurred to me now that to win these battles as a mage, you just basically spam.
Your weapon is now magically charged.
Just spam whatever spell you like the most.
Score!
Especially once it's 400. There's nothing they can do to stop you. Alright, fairies. We have Irana's staff for you.
You have a very bad feeling. The air is full of hostile vibrations.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Galvin, you should be doing something.
The human has returned with the staff. We shall finally gain what we have sought for so long. Staff of Arana, hear my command. I, Tatiana, queen of the fairy folk, summon thee and claim thee for my own. Staff, hear my command. Thou shalt hear and obey my words. I am thy master now.
You feel an incredible rush of magical energy filling you. It tickles. You hear a voice in your head.
I am now the staff of the hero.
He is the hand of destiny, and shall restore the spirit of Arana.
So, the human has claimed the staff of Arana? Then by his death, the staff shall be mine. Gods, destroy that human creature!
Alright. Magic duel against the fairies now. And I think... Uh-oh. Which will release... Oh crap! We were supposed to have another spell, but I don't see it here. So we're gonna have to use Frostbite on them. Oh god!
That feels good.
We almost died. Actually, let's cast the staff spell first, and that's what we should have done. Took another healing potion, we're gonna die immediately.
That feels good.
And now with Irana's staff in our hand, I think... Oh, come on, Gabe! I think we have a new spell.
You cast the Resistance to Elemental Forces spell.
That will make it so that we take significantly reduced damage from their spells and what have you. Holy crap, they were slaughtering us with it. I guess their Oh, is it over?
Hand of destiny, you are now triumphant. She who would use me for her own glory is defeated. You shall now have the spell of resistance.
You now have a paper which says, Ritual of the Dark One, Heart of Darkness. You put it away.
Wow. So she either wanted to release the Dark One or banish it herself. The staff, however, chose us for the task instead. Whew. Alright, everyone, I'm actually going to practice...
Your resistance spell is expired.
I'm going to actually practice that resistance spell for a bit. I shall return. Well, it doesn't work that way. It turns out that you only have the resistance spell when you summon the staff, which means you can't improve your resistance spell at all, because the staff doesn't let you do so. So we have to have Irana's... So Irana's staff lied to us.
You cast the Resistance to Elemental Forces spell.
That's going to really suck, because this is only going to last a few seconds then. Alright, well, we're here now. Let's go ahead and sleep at Irana's garden for the evening. Did we really not gain that staff? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Your protection spell has worn off.
So many bugs.
Your aura has evaporated.
So many. Whatever. This was the... I loved this game when I was a kid. We should still... Come on, Tim. Don't knock the game. Don't knock the game. Alright, let's sleep until morning. And have another nightmare.
The darkness lies sleeping. You say the ancient words of ritual and enter its mouth. You touch its bones and they harden around you. You touch its frozen blood and the blood flows. Everywhere you walk, your life energy seeps into the darkness, and the darkness grows. You have entered the heart of darkness. Your resistance spell is expired. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
Well, apparently the Dark One is teaching us how to awaken it. Suppose it doesn't realize the amount of danger, hopefully, Galvin will be to it, and when we actually try to banish it. Oh, man. Okay, well, the good news is that... Oh, after we get the fruit here, we'll talk about it. We've got all the rituals that I believe we can get. The mouth ritual, Katrina has, as she was the one who released us from the Dark One cave all those days ago now. Actually, what day is today? It's been 3 weeks, slightly over 3 weeks. How about that? Feels like a lot longer has passed.
You cast the protection spell.
And we don't have the resistance spell, do we? Darn it! Darn you! Oh, well. I think it's automatically upped to 400, or even maybe even higher than that in the next game, so it doesn't matter. All right, so what are we doing now? So we're basically done. Let's spend the evening, or one more day walking around, and we'll visit the townsfolk tonight. I guess we might as well make this video just a bunch of chopped parts, because I can't think of anything else really to do. I'm just going to have time elapse. We're not going to practice any more of our spells on screen. So, and we don't think. We finished. Have I forgotten to do anything? We've talked to the Rizolka, done all the talking there. All the wraiths outside here have been defeated. There's nothing left for us at the Gypsies. Tanya has been returned. There's nothing to do at the castle, to my knowledge. The fairies are defeated. We have all the rituals that we need, that we can acquire at the moment. We're waiting actually on a story thing to happen next, but it requires us actually spending a night at the tavern, or the inn. So why don't we do that? And then the next episode, we'll beat the game. Because it should take us maybe an hour and a half total once the event occurs. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do this. So this video probably will be like 38 minutes or so. Yeah, there's nothing else to do. We are all done. The monastery's burnt down. We've completed all the tasks for the Domovoi. The Lishi's gone. How many points do we have, by the way? Not that it matters, realistically. 319. You usually get extra 50 for just beating the game. So, you would think there's a lot more to do, but there really isn't. All the other points you're going to earn for the end sequence. Yeah, we're just gonna... Oh, we should talk to Olga? There's nothing else to do.
You eat it. You're so...
How many rations do we have? 28. Yeah, that is more than enough. And 332 crowns. We're not going to spend any... We don't need to spend any of them.
Good day again.
Good day, Dimitri. How are you doing? Good morning.
Good to see you.
Take care.
Take care.
Oh, I said it first. Alright, so let's go to our room. We might as well. We'll head up there, rest of a few hours, talk to the townsfolk.
Your protection spell has worn off.
We don't even have to pay anything. Hello, Dimitri. Good morning.
You get a wide smile of greetings.
Talk about our adventures.
You have done much to help Mordavia, and we have much to thank you for.
Oh, I don't really want thanks, Dimitri. I just said that to inform you how everything's going so far. You take care, sir.
You get a wave and a smile in response.
I'm not a fan of professing how awesome you are at things, or saying all the good stuff you do. I don't like that sort of thing. No, it's a bad habit.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Though I suppose as a hero, you kind of need to do that, don't you? To get your reputation or fame up so that other people will hire you? Or at least people know who you are? Because if no one talks about you, even if you save the town from horrible things, the next place you go to, they'll have no knowledge of who you are whatsoever. So I guess it comes with the territory.
After some rest, you feel better.
Reminds me of my old architecture classes, how in addition to making a good building, you had to promote your idea and say how awesome it was and so on.
After some rest, you feel better.
I've never been able to do that. I'm too humble.
After some rest, you feel better.
We're going to be doing lots of this. There's nothing else for us to do. How we looking? What time is it? Midday. Yep, Galvin's just lounging about.
After some rest, you feel better.
Is there anything else to do? Like, okay, so I know what to do because I've beaten the game multiple times. I remember being confused ages ago when I had first or second... Actually, no, it's the first time I played through it because I didn't know I had to rest here. And I kept resting at the garden, awaiting different dreams.
After some rest, you feel better.
But in the end, they're always the same dreams. I went to the castle and looked around for what to do, and you can't make any more progress in the castle until after this one event occurs.
After some rest, you feel better.
Yep, we're just waiting around. There's nothing else for us to do. Wait until it gets dark outside. Then we'll get our last...
After some rest, you feel better.
Our last dinner here, I think? Because we have enough rations to survive the rest of the time outdoors.
After some rest, you feel better.
Actually, we're going to be beating the game. So, I'm trying not to drop too many hints, but basically we're going to have one more dinner and breakfast, and that will be it. One more hour. We really spent the whole day doing nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and visit the townsfolks. Actually, I need to use the restroom really quick. I'll be right back, everybody. Okay, everyone. I'm back. Let's go downstairs and talk to Hans, Franz, and... I forget the other guy's name. Ivan, I think? Alright, hello everybody. Good evening.
Everyone cheers at you in greeting.
Talk about our adventures.
Well, sounds like you've seen all the sights and been through all the dangers here in lovely scenic Mordavia.
Yeah, you're okay, you're all right. It seems you're a very brave hero here.
I hope I'm not out of line here, but can I have your autograph?
You find yourself signing your autograph for everyone here and getting a bad case of writer's cramp. Such is the price of glory.
I guess we're not used to writing it. There's only like 4 people here. All right, let's talk to all the people. I think everybody has different conversations here at night as well. Let's see. How's Tanya holding up?
She is well. She helps her mother during the day, and we make certain she is safe at night. No one will ever steal her from us again.
It sounds like they might go back to their old way of doing things, though. If originally they were afraid of someone taking her, and someone did. Now they're going to be terrified of losing her again. Hopefully they're not too protective. Though, to be fair, there's a vampire who probably wants Tanya back. And Yuri, I'm going to ask about you. How has life been treating you since I talked to you yesterday?
I am well and very happy.
Good. Do you know anything about the Dark One? I know no one likes to talk about it, but I think I might really need some information about it.
We do not dare to speak of the Dark One, for that way lies madness and despair. I'm sorry, I cannot help you.
It's fine, Yuri. Thank you anyway. We'll find out everything we can about it, I guess, on our own. So, townsfolk, how you holding up?
Well, sport fans, things are pretty quiet around here. Yuri and Bella are happy that Tanya's back.
Yeah, they're okay, you know? Even he goes back to his old self. We even speak to him occasionally now.
There's even a rumor going around that Boris and Olga may be getting together again.
On the other hand, there are vampires in the castle.
Yeah, and it's rough, are you kidding? I mean, that swamp still cuts us off from the rest of the world.
Yeah, and the cave still darkly influences everything that goes on here in sleepy Mordavia.
So, we were a skosh curious about you.
Yeah, I mean, you're okay, but when are you gonna get around to taking care of all the rest of our problems?
After all, you're supposed to be the hero around here.
Start to tell them of your plans and the dangers you face.
They're not going to want to know.
Color me crazy, but maybe it's better we don't know all the details.
Yeah, you know, I think we'll sleep better if we don't.
Yeah, what we don't know won't give us nightmares.
Fair enough. Was it get a good job, work hard, or something? And all you get is more work? Darn it! I don't remember the actual saying, but that seems to be the hero's life here. Look at these people wait for us to solve their problems, but to be fair, we're going to. That's what heroes do. That's what heroes do. Alright, so... Actually, that's an awkward statement Tim you just made. Heroes solve other people's problems, but someone's problem could be solved by murdering someone else. Are you still a hero if you do that? I guess it depends upon how history gets written. Okay, well, have you guys heard any rumors?
All right, fine, so sue me. Maybe we do gossip once in a while.
You must mean my apartment. We know of no cave in Mordavia.
Point is, we never repeat gossip, as we get it right the first time.
Actually, this quote-unquote gossip is about you.
Yeah, he's right, okay? Someone overheard Tarna playing where the staff used to be.
She was singing Trina's in love. Trina loves a human. Trina's in love. Kind of a good beatin'.
And, since you're the only alleged human having any dealings with that particular vampire...
We thought you just might be interested in that story before we go to the Inquirer.
You know, you can never tell about some people. Unless, of course, you're a gossip.
Interesting. So that now solidifies what Magda had told us from the gypsy camp. Any tips on any more monsters that are around here? Have you guys seen anything in town? Any vampires coming here trying to get Tanya back or looking to kill me?
Gotta tell you, there's many monsters out there roaming the night in Mordavia.
Yeah, many an eldritch creature crawls out of the dark. I know most of them.
It's a good thing we stay safe within the town walls and doors so we don't have to meet 'em.
That's fair enough. Oh, as for that one statement that Franz made there about the cave, you remember that, well, it's a video game, so it probably, that part's been coded to access the wrong audio clip. Oh well. There's another part which happened as well in the very beginning of the game, which used to happen when Igor goes missing. The very first time you meet these people, the very first day, we didn't actually talk to them on the first day, the very first time we walked into the inn. But during the conversation, if we had done so, I think Ivan here mentions that Igor is missing or something like that. We have to avenge him. It's completely out of character and everything of the sort for the first day. It's supposed to happen like day 5 or so. So, Ivan, you used to be an elephant herder. What happened to the elephants?
One dark day, a large, fragrant stranger came to town.
Oh, I remember. He was dressed in dark clothes, and he wore a hood over his head, so we couldn't quite see his face. I thought it was Tony Fields.
He spoke in a deep, sibilant voice, reminiscent of Vincent Price, and had a cruel chuckle.
Moseyed on up to each and every elephant in Mordavia, and whispered a little something in its ear.
Yeah, and by the next day, all the elephants had left town.
I just can't bear this. You gotta tell it.
After that, only the stranger was left in town.
I ran up to him. I asked him, "What have you done? What did you say to the elephants? My wife left me!"
Then he just threw off his clothes and cape, exposing himself to the whole world, and revealed that he was an elephant.
Yeah, he said, "Ha ha, you fools! I am an elephant!"
Then he just packed up his trunk and left forever.
But to this day, on dark, cold nights, you can still hear the distant echoes of elephants trumpeting their mournful cries. My wife, how I miss her.
And I call out, "You forgot to write! Not even a fax!" The elephants don't listen, and they never remember.
Wow, that's a really depressing story. And that doesn't really answer the question. He was an elephant, okay. But what did he use magic to make the other elephants vanish? I don't know about this. I guess no elephants ever stayed at the inn. I don't think they would be able to walk up the stairs without destroying it. None of the doors here
You have some garlic pheasant for supper.
look like they'd be able to support an elephant walking through them. Alright, good night, everybody.
You are overwhelmed by the friendly voices saying farewell to you.
Alright, let's head up to our room and get some sleep. Yeah, I might be an ongoing joke, I suppose, but Ivan seems really emotional about it, so maybe it did actually happen at some point. Maybe it was like 20 years ago, the whole town got remade or
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
refurbished, as it were, reconstructed, since the elephants had left. There's no proof that they were ever here, though, from what I can tell. Alright, let's get some sleep.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Hello, note on the chest. Let's read this, shall we?
The note says, "Meet me at the castle gates tonight. We have much to talk about. Katrina."
Oh, wow. Well, everyone, I think we'll be visiting Katrina tonight. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. We're going to probably beat the game in that episode as well, as a heads up. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching, and take care, everyone.